it's interesting. This is supposed to be a anti-war pamphlet. This series, anti-violence. You wouldn't really guess that if you'd watched the last couple episodes. Non-filler. Because episode 256 and episode 261 seem to be glorifying. Oh, look, we're all standing in formation. It might as well be the Russian parade. What they call it, the May Day parade. They've got all their troops marching past. They've got all their tanks and rocket launchers and all that crap, right? Yay, look at us. Our army is awesome. That's what we're getting here, right? And some of this is the optimism of youth. The we've never been to war, so we're excited aspect of things. Like they're bickering with each other, like they don't understand the gravity of the situation. You're going to war. A lot of people are going to die. Some of these people you're bickering with are going to be dead by, midnight. Tomorrow, maybe, there's a finality to death. Young people don't understand that. It's just an abstract concept. Even young people who've lost parents. Well, parents are old. It was their time. Like Naruto's probably within 10 years of his parents' age when they died. And he probably still sees them as old and their parents and your parents died, right? Like, it's just an abstract concept. You're not old enough to really, conceptualize these things and understand. It was a pivotal moment for me when I reached 40 years old because my mom died when she was 40. And so I became older than my mom had ever been. And I realized, because when I was young, I saw my mother as somebody who was wise and she had all the answers and she was just adult and old. And I got to her age. Well, she would have been, when I had these thoughts, she would have been like 32, 33, 34, 35. I reached these ages, I started thinking about it. But when I reached the age of 40, I was like, so this is all she knew. This is all she experienced. Now, she had different experiences and knowledge than I did. But, this was the age. Then I reached 41. And I was older than she'd ever been. I thought my mom had all the answers. I thought my mom knew everything. I'm 41. I don't know jack shit. I have no answers. I don't know shit. So that told me, in no uncertain terms, kids don't know what the hell they're thinking. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They have no idea what's really happening in the world. They look at an adult, they look at a parent, and they see somebody who has all the answers. Man, you don't know shit. Kids don't understand that. These are kids. Even some of the 19, 20, 21-year-olds who've never been to war before, they're kids. They're children. Child soldiers. We've been talking about that all along. These kids are bickering with each other because they don't understand the importance. If you understood the importance, if you're standing before an abyss and if you fall over, you're going to be falling for a half an hour before you hit the bottom. You're that high up. Do you think you're going to be bickering with the person standing next to you? Hey, punk, remember what you did yesterday? Remember that shit you said to me? You're on a ledge that's 6 inches deep in the abyss. You're going to drop for 30 minutes and you know it. You know how high up you are. You know it's death if you fall over. You can be bickering with the person. You can be pushing them. No. That's the most serious you're going to take anything in your entire life. Because it's right there. It's in your face. They don't see it. They're bickering with each other. This is all to a purpose. I opened this talking about how it seems like they're glorifying war. They're fetishizing it. We're all standing here in formation. Look how awesome we are. Now we're all running towards the fight. We've had great, inspiring speeches. The bickering was stopped by the speech and how important this is. And look at us. We all look so good. We're in formation. We're in uniform. We have matching head plates. This is all to a purpose. The crash is going to come for these people. And I bet you there will be a scene where somebody's got this shell-shocked look on their face. Probably look at the body of somebody they were bickering with. This is the way I'd write it. You had 3 sets of people bickering with each other. One of those 6 people is going to be dead on the ground, and one of the people they were bickering is going to be looking at him like, man. And it probably won't be anything said about it, but the implication will be, you were just arguing with this person. Now look, they're gone. Now they could flip and just have one of them save the other, and oh look, it's all sunshine and roses. We've healed the nation. We've cured war. We've cured the bitterness between villages. That's probably they could also do that. I mean, that's not as strong as what I'm talking about. It depends on where you want to put your points for messaging. I would put my points for messaging to the anti-violence, anti-war aspect, which would be he's dead. He'll never bicker again. Look how pointless that was, what we were doing back there. That's what I would do. That's what I think the show is doing. So let's see what kind of anti-war propaganda we're going to get this time. But I do think it's funny that to be an anti-war show, first they have to glorify war, so then you can bring the crash, which is what I think's been happening the last couple episodes. We're going on one. 3, 2, 1. Nice ink, birds. Hope it doesn't rain. That would be some shit, wouldn't it? It rains and you just fall to the ground. Thank you for the bird ass shot. Hey, somebody's actually thinking about how serious this is. I'm glad somebody's taking this seriously. Jesus. That wouldn't be good. That's dark, brother. Oh, shit. What if you're killed and your zombie jumps up and attacks him? Nope. Focus. All that shit you were talking earlier. How you so chill? In other words, you're saying you are. He didn't answer? What a dick. This man's reached out to you for help. He's all about the business. I guess that's your answer. Damn, what a dick. Wow. Shitty leadership. Leadership's about more than shouting at people and this is our goal and we should be single-minded focused, right? You should be. You should have single-minded focus. He's not wrong. Nothing he said was wrong. But you should take a human moment and look at him and be like, yeah, I'm nervous, but, we're doing this for our families. We're serving a greater purpose. And you say in that tone of voice, kind of a soft voice. Then you raise your voice and you say everything you just said, and that would have been perfect. Absolutely perfect. There's so much to leadership that, again, like, Naruto wants to be, Kage. He wants to rule the city. Maybe he's outgrown the childish notion that then people will like him, but still, he probably thinks of it as I can tell people what to do, and that's the least part of leadership. You're a public servant. You're serving the people, right? Like that's what you're supposed to be. So that leadership there, that serving the people, would have been making him feel a little bit better, making him not feel so alone. Instead of being yelled at, he's cared about for a minute. There's just a moment of empathy. You don't have to dwell on it. Just give him one moment of empathy first. Then you can bark orders. He only understands 1/3 of leadership. I like that moment, and the crowd throws him up in the air. What they call it? Is that they do that in concerts, don't they? Is it a mosh pit? Hey, they got little clouds above the map. That's kind of cool. Makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. I'm starting to get a better sense of the geography. Why don't you get your fat ass out and walk, man? We're trying to carry this shit. Boo hoo, bitch. Jesus. Patience is for the weak. Man, they're carrying him uphill, man. Kiss my ass. I just couldn't be a minion. Not in these times. They're standing on top of those birds. I don't know about all that. One gust of wind. Disgusting. Thank you so much for the visual. You got the tongue coming out. Jesus. They call them cluster bombs. Yep. The squirrels are pissed. Boy, you dead as hell. Like I said, they're going to keep separating. They're going to keep separating. Another one's going to fall behind, and only one's going to make it. Shouldn't you have puppets? Yep. Look at the little bugs floating around. My little bats will eat them. That's right. Chomp. For every move, there's a counter move. Oh, no, they just went straight to him. Blow him up. Yep, that's right. Deadly. But GD is a machine gun, man. That would take them some bitches out. You can do all the ninjutsu you want. And then good old AK-47. Man, there's no tired in ninja. You can sleep when you're dead, which is going to be in about 10 minutes. Carrying that big ass barrel. Hey, the bugs are going to fly the information away, then maybe none of them will live. If he's doing this, he's not going to make it. Yeah, I need to carry this 200-pound barrel. That's all my whiskey. You know, I drink a lot every day. Boy, that bird looked pissed. Why are you so mad? You just woke up 20 minutes ago. Yeah, good shit. Good shit. But I just got rid of my bird. You should have told me this. Chakra antenna, communication antenna. Stop bragging and get to work. I don't like his attitude. You were picked for your arrogance. Come on, leader. Great. There's souls, huh? Really? Huh. Shit. They can't be destroyed. That's interesting. F that guy. Huh. Yeah, he's working this shit, man. I think they're coming straight into a trap. They've got the zombies are below them, or not the zombies, the Zetsu are below them. The zombies are coming on the surface and in the air. The ones below them can then come up behind them and they'll be encircled, right? There's one thing I know from my World War II explorations. Being encircled is not a good thing in warfare. You need that line of supply. Although they seem to be carrying their supplies with them. It's wild. They went from no CGI, as far as I can tell anyway, to, man, they've been using the hell out of the CGI last few episodes. Well, you guys need to pick up the pace, man. I mean, they're going to be coming up on you here any minute. Hey, Bird, shut the hell up. Ah, shit. Probably that information. The bugs, right? It's not a squirrel. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, really? Is he a reanimated corpse? I bet he is. Yeah, he is. It's a trap. What would Admiral Akbar think about this? You dumbass. Arrogance before the fall. He's probably already dead. He is already dead. Ah, shit. Yep. It's a nuke. You're about to blow your whole base up. So that was insects inside his barrel, okay. He does like the puppet, doesn't he? Ah, shit. Well, couldn't happen to a more annoying character. Get him out of here. You know who it is. You really, you're gonna, like, I told you so when I'm about to die? F you. Yeah, get this puppet out of my face. He's bringing that bomb straight to them. Yep. That's right, Earth style. Yeah. At least the annoying one died first. Jesus Christ, man, that dude can blow some shit up. He's like the Michael Bay of Ninja, man. He be blowing shit the hell up. Blocked by the Earth style. Incompetent. Yeah, that's right. We blocked your shit. Ha! He went down. I thought he moved Earth up to block it. He moved the Earth down. That's what we're talking about. But now you're at a disadvantage because they can just rain shit down upon you. You tell me the annoying one lived? Damn it. That's what it is. Yes. wouldn't, man. You are at such a disadvantage to give them the high ground. I would have moved my shit back up, man. Yeah, you better back up. Shit. Are they puppeted or are they zombies? So was that Sai? I think Sai jumped him. Yeah. I want some air-to-air combat between Sai and him. Yeah. Probably something disgusting involving your hand tongue. That's war, man. There's no playing clean in war. You know it, baby. Man, I hate that they're down. That they gave up the high ground. I hate it. Yeah, so you're bragging anyway. Yeah, fair enough, but we can immobilize you. Why? Why would it be impossible? Oh, shit. Jesus. Well, that's not good. That is not good. They hit you in the heart, man. Yep. Psychological warfare. He's had a little bit of a character arc this episode. Man, don't make me do this. Why are you spectating? Go after this son of a bitch. Ah, shit. That's right. Get those puppets out of my face. He was like, wow, I'm not cut in half. That's right. Now I am the puppet now. Get your ass down here. Yeah, that's right. Pull him down here. See, he's not as good without all his little puppet toys that he made. Puppeting people ain't the same, man. Oh, damn, man. You got your bird wrecked. We got to get back up here, man. I hated that they were down there. That was really bugging me. I wouldn't be bragging yet. Yeah, it's pretty basic. Yeah. Yeah. I'm your daddy now. I'm pretty awesome. Yep. Let's rock. We remember. Don't do an extended flashback. We remember, man. We remember what happened. Jesus. It was the beginning of the series, essentially. Jesus Christ. And from their perspective, it was a couple years ago. I get it. Yeah, that's pretty bitter humiliation. He would not forget. I like this voice better. Yeah, see, these puppet toys are much better, man. He's like naked and afraid at this point. If only we'd just seen this. Just. Even for me, it was a year ago. Well, no, it would have been February or March, whenever it was I started this series. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at you slowly moving your puppet around. That puppet's slow as hell. This time it's personal. And he's got puppets with him. You don't. Well, maybe sorcery has a few. Oh shit! Look at this. Has a few scrolls with toys on them. Yeah. You know what I like about that character? I don't remember his name, but the puppet master, our puppet master, is he's a very good ninja without the puppets, but then he's really good with the puppets, right? Like that dude, he's a Renaissance man. He's like the Leonardo da Vinci of ninja, because he's a good leader. He's not a great leader, but he's a good leader. And we can see him rock and roll with and then of course the strings and like he's counteracting the other puppet and stuff. But then he breaks out he opens up his toy box and pulls out something special. This is gonna be great. I told you before, the puppet ninjas are my favorite kind of ninja. I love them so much. The little toys that got all these dimensions to them, all these little things. And it's like you pull the hand off, and all of a sudden there's a weapon inside the hand. And I can imagine at 2 o'clock in the morning in their workshop. Okay, I've got a hand. What happens if they pull off the hand? I need something underneath that. And he's thinking, he's like drinking coffee and Red Bull. He can't sleep, so he's like sitting there in his little workshop. Got his plans drawn out. Got wood and plastic all around him and stuff. And he's like, I know. I'll have a little dart shootout, right? The only purpose of these darts is if somehow the hand gets pulled off, then I got a dart gun inside the wrist. That's what I'll do. And then that comes to fruition 6 months later, 9 months later. This work, I love the work at 2 o'clock in the morning, right? I started this, I got up at 3 a.m., started uploading files. I created the post where I'm going to put all the links for the files for early access and stuff like this. Took about 45 minutes, right? Then, got my recording software ready, fired up the video file, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to record a couple more reactions while I've got time, and then include that on the list of what I'm going to be posting, right? So I'm saying, because it takes forever to upload these things, man. I've been uploading, it's now a little after 5 a.m. I've been uploading for about an hour, and it's a couple of them are almost finished. Just takes forever. So the point is, though, I'm putting in the work early in the morning, and it kind of pays off. But it pays off the same day, right? It's a different thing, and I used to experience this as a filmmaker. To put in the work at 2 o'clock in the morning, Friday, May 10th, and 6 p.m., September 15th in Los Angeles, there is a film festival, and they're going to show that work. That's a different experience. You're working ahead. There's instant motivation. I have to get this post out today. It's already a day late. I have to get this post out. That's why I'm working at 3. I started at 3 a.m. You'll have to get this posted. So there's instant gratification. Before this day ends, it's 5:07 a.m. right now. Before this day ends, the post will be there, and I'll start getting comments from early access Patreon members. So I get gratification the same day that I work. That's motivating, right? Like I'm motivated. I'm not going to give up. Like I'm not going to be like, whatever, I'll just do it tomorrow. No, like this is same day motivation, right? It's so different when, like I said, what I say, May 13th, 2 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's going to see this until September. why not just screw it, get some sleep, and try again tomorrow? Well, because tomorrow there's gonna be phone calls, there's gonna be people emailing, there's gonna be an actor has a problem, an investor wants to see you right away. You have to see him today or tomorrow, because once business hours start, let's say it was Sunday, Sunday at 2 a.m. Right, the next day is gonna be a Monday. Once business hours start Monday, your whole situation changes. You don't have time then. You can't work on this shit. So you can't just go to sleep and do it and try again tomorrow. Because if you do that, it's going to be Tuesday morning at the earliest before you can work on this shit again. You've lost a whole day and a half. But it's hard to be motivated at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday night, 6 months before anybody's ever going to see this shit. It's hard, man. You have to really drive yourself. You have to be driven. You almost have to be a workaholic to do that, right? That's why I empathize with the puppet master more than almost any other character on the show. I know everybody trains. I know Naruto's out there training, and he's hitting the trees, and he's throwing the knives, and he's meditating, and he's working on the waterfall. I know he's doing that. There's just something about the tangible aspect of the puppets, and the fact that you have to think of shit ahead of time that really gets me. I really like it a lot, right? The elbow's going to have a knife come out of it. I wonder what that would be like. Yeah, that might work. I might be able to trick somebody that way. Have the eyes pop out and nets will come out of the eyes and encircle the person. And then pull them over there and then the puppet can bite them. You got to think of this shit, man. And you're thinking of this shit 2 o'clock in the morning when nobody's around and you could go to sleep and work out again tomorrow. But tomorrow you got ninja training. And tomorrow night your parents want you there for dinner. You know what I'm saying? So you have to put in the hours in the middle of the night. That's why these guys work for me. I love these characters. The puppet masters are my favorite. He's one of my favorite characters for that reason. He's basically the real world filmmaker, You're not getting the instant gratification. So you have to be truly driven to put in that time when nobody's around. And nobody will ever really see it because when you have the screen at the film festival, the audience just sees the end result. They don't see the early hours and the late hours and all this extra time you put in by yourself to make it a little bit better. Just a little bit better. And a little bit better. And a little bit better. They're going to see the 17 flaws you couldn't do anything about, and then they'll bitch about that. But that's another story. So yeah, this in a nutshell, a very long-winded nutshell, is why I love the puppets so much and the puppet masters.